How's it going? David Crandall here, and I'm here to talk to you today about FL Studio's feature called Automation Clips. Now, automation clips are a very, very handy feature for adjusting anything mid-song without having to hit the record button and use your mouse or control surface or anything like that. And I'm going to use my own song to demonstrate this feature. Now I'm going to go ahead and play the beginning of this song. It's called Save Me. You can hear it on my MySpace profile, myspace.com/David Crandall. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and play the beginning, and we'll go ahead and go over some of the automation that's being used. Go ahead and stop it right there. Now, I know that took up a good amount of time, but did you notice something about the playlist when it was playing through, and something about some of those percussive sounds in the background? There's this kind of filter going on mid-song, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what that is and how I did it using automation clips. Now check this out. Okay. I have this loop made, this pattern that I made, and we have something called Fruity Free Filter on the effects right here. And what I did is I took two channels, these two channels here, and it's just a kick and a hi-hat with no effects actually, just a kick and a hi-hat that the Fruity library has, and I have them sent to send 1. And with send 1, it kind of combines those two tracks and puts them into one track and allows me to add effects to both. And check this out. When I play the intro, just soloing these two instruments, check out what happens. Watch this filter box, the Fruity Free Filter. Watch what happens. We can see the frequency dial is turning up by itself. Now, if you're wondering how that's done, I used an automation clip. Now, if you're wondering what an automation clip is, I'm going to tell you right now. An automation clip is basically a layer that you can put on your track, or a track that you can put on your playlist. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to take anything that's adjustable on Fruity Loops playlist or effects or step sequencer, such as your panning and volume, your sliders, your faders here, your EQ, and anything on your effects, such as this frequency dial, and it allows you to draw their... Well, I'll just show you. I'll just show you. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the one that's here now. And what we're going to do to allow this to happen is, if we play the song, this is what it sounds like. Okay. You can kind of see this effect gives it this type of thing. Now what we wanted to do is we want this effect to kind of build all the way up by right here. We kind of want this effect to go from this beefy, kind of faded in the background sound to get brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, then become a part of the full ensemble of instruments. So in order to do that, what we can do is, if we right click the dial, scroll down here, it says Create Automation Clip. Now watch what happens. So you gotta find it. Here it is. Fruity Free Filter Frequency Envelope. Now this is our automation clip. Now there's this little line here that we can adjust up or down, and what that does is that sets the amount of adjustment. So if we bring it all the way down, we could see the frequency dial is all the way down. If we bring it all the way up, the frequency dial goes all the way up. So what we can do is by right-clicking in an area, I think by measure 9 is when the song is at its peak in the intro. Just right-click in that area and we can drag it around to get it perfect. And it will start to fade in. Now check out what happens once we hit play. Now that's cool, but in my mind, I'm kind of wanting it to fade in a little slower at the beginning and then towards the end to really kind of brighten up suddenly. So what we can do to achieve that is we see this little circle here in the middle when we hover over the curve or the line right here. And what this allows us to do is to set a curve. And we can set it up, and if we look, we can kind of see it's going to fade in quicker at the beginning and then a lot slower towards the middle and the end, whereas if we bring it down, it's going to fade in slowly and then towards the end it's going to come in strong. So we'll go ahead and bring that down a little bit and we'll hit play and see how that sounds. Brightening up, and see that right there is perfect in my eyes. So that's how you can do that with an effect. Now let's say we wanted to adjust the volume of the entire song. We wanted to fade the song in. Well, very easily we can do that. Again, we can create automation clips for anything. We can adjust the volume of effects right here. We can adjust volumes of channels. We can adjust the volume of our master channel, which is what we're going to do to fade the whole entire song in. So here's what we do. Right-click the master fader, create automation clip, and boom, on the bottom of the playlist right here, we can see, I'm sorry, was that the wrong channel? No, that's the right one. Okay. I'm just double checking that I'm doing everything right for you guys. Okay, cut me some slack. Okay, we see this automation clip here, and we see it's at the volume it's been set to. We want it to fade in just before it kicks in. Okay, so now we have this master automation clip. We'll go ahead and do the same thing around here, around measure 7, and we'll bring the front end down. Adjust the curve a little bit. Actually, that's about how we want it right there. And we'll go ahead and play. Nobody's perfect, okay? Give me some slack. So that's how automation clips work. Again, you can use them to pan things left and right. So we can pan this channel here. Right click, create automation clip. This is our master fader, so we'll go all the way back down. And when you're panning left to right, here's one thing to note. If the line is dead center, that means your panning is dead center. If the line is all the way at the top, the panning is all the way to the right. If it's all the way down to the bottom, the panning is all the way to the left. This is a great, easy, foolproof way to adjust automation of your effects, your volume, your panning, your EQ even. You can do it with EQ for anything. Alright, that concludes this tutorial. I'm kind of going on for a while, so I hope you enjoyed this example here. My name's David Crandall. Again, this song that I used is called Save Me. Created entirely on FL Studio using all the tools that they have to offer. Well, not even all of them, just a fraction of them. Anyways, my name's David Crandall. I hope you enjoyed the song. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial about automation clips, and I hope it helps make things a bit easier for you when you're doing some post-production on your song and all that fun stuff. Excuse me, I had a burrito for dinner, and have some gassiness going, and I'm trying not to burp into the microphone. It's just gross, and I apologize. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe. If you have any questions about this tutorial, please let me know. And if you have any ideas, or if you want to know anything more about FL Studio, if you have an idea for a tutorial, send me a message, a video response, a comment, whatever, and I will do my best to make that tutorial for you. I've got a lot more coming, so again, please subscribe if you're enjoying these tutorials, because I will make so many more for you guys. I love you. I'm sorry, that's me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. My name is David Crandall, and until next time, this has been an FL Studio tutorial from me. Take care, guys.